Hello YouTube. Thought I'd do a quick video here. After months of testing, my db9 interface board is going to be available now. What this interface board will do, it will let you get any repeater online. What I mean by online is Zello, date and time and weather announcements, or repeater ID. Now, it doesn't matter what brand name the repeater is. It doesn't matter what model number the repeater is. It doesn't matter if the repeater doesn't even have any hookups, because we're going to be doing this wirelessly, and I'll explain more here in a minute. Now, I'm going to post a link to my forum and to the store how to get this, but make sure you read my forum about this board, what it can and cannot do. That's very important. This board does not use any Vox. It's plug and play. It will let you take a mobile radio. There's 6 models that this board will work with if I include the ham versions, but we're going to be talking about the GMRS versions in this video. There are 3 GMRS versions of radios this board will work with. Now, it being a mobile radio, it's going to be better than using a handheld because you're going to have the extra power to hit that repeater. That's the beauty of using a mobile radio. Now, the models that this board will work with GMRS wise is going to be the TYT9000D, the Retevis RT9000D, or the Alinco 438. Now, before I get into a little more on this, is I must tell you that the TYT9000D or the Retevis RT9000D, when you get those radios, they do not come with the db9 installed. You have to get that cable separately to install it. Now, I will have available a db9 cable, also referred to as a repeater cable. My cable plugs in better than the white plug versions that are out there. Okay? When you get this cable from me, you'll get the standard screws, and if I still have them available, I will also include the jack screws. Now, the jack screws, you're going to have to, if you want to use the jack screws, you're going to have to re-drill the holes and re-tap the threads in the radio. It's really simple to do. I got a video talking about it, showing you. I'll post that link to that video too. I also have a video on how to install this cable. Plug and play, real simple. The advantage of using the jack screws is it lets you hook up. If I take my cable here and I plug it in, it lets me hook up and make a solid connection here. With the screws, I can tighten them down and this plug will not come off. It'll be a nice tight connection. That's what I prefer. Obviously, you don't have to do that. You can use regular screws, but that's the advantage of jack screws. Okay? But like I said, I will include the regular screws that you don't have to drill and retap, you know, if you get the cable from me. When you get this board, there's going to be an option you can select if you need this cable or not. Okay? Now, like I said, this will get any repeater online as long as you can program the repeater frequency in this radio, and this radio is within that repeater range of that, or within range of that repeater. So this will be at another location, and wirelessly we'll be able to get that repeater online with Zello, date and time, weather announcements, or repeater ID. Now, you don't have to use Zello, or if you just want to use Zello and that's it, that's fine too. If you just want to use repeater ID, that's fine too. You know, there's 3 options you can choose from. And you can hook this board up to either a desktop, laptop, mini PC, or even a Raspberry Pi. I have all that information on my forum. Go to my forum to read about that and how to do it, what its board can and cannot do. This board will not make a repeater. This board will let you hook up one radio so you can get the repeater online using this radio from a remote location. And there might be times where you might have to do that because let's say a repeater doesn't have direct hookups on the back of it, so you can't hook anything up direct. Or maybe that repeater's in a hard location to get to, like on top of a mountain. Or maybe that repeater does not have good cell service, but if you go 10 miles away, the cell service or wireless internet is better. So those are just some of the reasons why you may have to do it wirelessly. I call this wirelessly getting a repeater online. That's the simplest term I could think of. As long as you can program the radio with the frequency you need for that repeater, you're all set. Now, before you start getting any repeater online, you must check with the repeater owner first. Not all repeater owners want their repeater on Zello, or maybe they don't want weather announcements. Whatever the case may be, you need to check with them first before you do this. So always get permission before you get any repeater online. Like I said, we can be miles away and I can get that repeater online, especially with a mobile that's got more power. You just put out, hook up an external antenna and a power supply, program the radio with the repeater frequencies, hook it up to the board, up to the computer, desktop, laptop, mini PC, Raspberry Pi, whichever, and away you go. Plug and play, no Vox, real simple to do. Yeah, so that's what this is for. Like I said, make sure you read my forum on what this board can and cannot do. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.